Winter is almost here at the farm, and our canning production starts today. With the addition of another greenhouse, plus weather permitting, we have one last chance for a harvest contract before the snow comes. Today, here at Guy Friday's Country Goods. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Hey everyone, it's winter here on the farm in FS25. Just checking on the chickens here. All right, so the chickens, oh yeah, that's right. We recently got wheat for them. Yeah, welcome back everyone. It's November, and we have got some new things on the farm. So recently we built we have our beetroot storage over on the other side of the barn there for our red beets. We're going to harvest, well, we still have to plant those. That's next year. And of course we have our cannery here. Been working on getting some more production into the cannery, and that's one thing we're going to be doing this month. It's November, but there's still things to do here at the farm. So one thing we've done is added another greenhouse. So now we have 3. And the reason I did that, we're making right now the first product we're going to be making in our cannery is going to be kimchi, and kimchi requires chili peppers and garlic and cabbage and onions, but there's something I overlooked. So so we have one greenhouse growing the chili pepper and garlic, and one greenhouse growing the onions and cabbage for the kimchi. But there's one thing I neglected, and that is in the recipe of it. If we look here at the recipe, we see it takes 2 parts of each of these, garlic, onions, and chili peppers, but it takes 20 parts cabbage. So it takes 10 times as much cabbage as everything else. I just noticed that recently. So we built another greenhouse here, and that greenhouse is only growing cabbage. So that should help even this out a bit. So yeah, this is putting out 2 of the vegetables. This is putting out the other 2, and then this third one is putting out just the cabbage. So hopefully we'll get well, here today in this episode, we'll have, we're going to be going through November, and we'll have production. These things will be producing their vegetables, and we'll be doing that. Also, we have a contract, cotton harvesting contract, and our tractors are put away in the barn. We're going to go work on the cotton harvesting contract, and actually one thing that I want to do first. So getting water for the greenhouse was always kind of a problem because our little trailer, where's our water trailer? I think I parked it down here. It only holds like 1,200 liters or something like that. It doesn't hold much at all. And now we have 3 greenhouses to fill. It's not going to cut it. So we're going to check out a new water trailer, which actually I've already scouted out for us. I wasn't exactly happy with how expensive these are, so I found this guy, which you may recognize from FS22, a little more cost effective. I mean, honestly, I think it's fair. I think it's totally fair. So we're going to, let's see. Yeah, it looks fine just the way that is. All right. That's waiting for us at the shop. I just had to source one of those. We've needed a bigger water trailer for some time, but yeah, over $17,000 for a water trailer was just, I didn't want to, well, we found a solution to that. So we are going to let's take the Belarus down there. Yeah, because now we have 3 greenhouses to fill with water, and I forget actually how much this thing holds. It's only like, maybe it's 2,000 liters, but it's such a small quantity of water that it's a lot of trips to the water tower and back, and it's just not efficient. All right, so we're going to take this down to the shop. We're going to trade this into the shop and buy, well, we already paid for the new one, of course. Pick up the new one. We got a cotton harvesting contract. Oh yeah, you may notice I forget how much money that we had last episode, but been doing some work around the area. So yes, we have done 114 contracts now. Yeah, so did a lot of work last month in October. I'm trying to remember. I did some soybean harvesting. There was some soybean harvesting and some various other things. But yeah, done some more work. Really trying to get that money because we have a big purchase coming this next year. Before our beet harvest, of course, we're going to be buying a new big beet harvester. All right, down here at the shop, we have our rental equipment down here. Yeah, our trailers. We still need to take those trailers back to the farm, but they're relatively out of the way. Here's our rental equipment for the cotton contract. Before that, however, let's our tractor needs some fuel. Just yeah, it's getting pretty low. Every time I think of it, we're not here, but now we are here, so now would be the time to fuel the tractor up. Let's get this filling. All right, and okay, that is filling up. Yeah, I took my my coat off. It's getting a little warmer outside. It was cold this morning, but you know, it's a little over 50 degrees now. It's actually kind of warm now for a November day. Anyway, while the tractor fuels up, let's have a look over here. So we are going. Actually, the field we're going to be harvesting is right over near our other farm where our beet field is. As it's November, this is, yeah, pretty safe to say this is probably the last harvesting job we're going to do this year. Now, it looks like it's supposed to rain. I wonder, let's have a look at that. Something good to know before we start harvesting. Yeah, it's saying at about noon today. Well, we'd better get on it then. Let's go. I left our tractor at the fuel pump. It's probably still refueling, but oh yeah, we want to trade out these trailers. There's our new trailer right there. Yeah. Let's go grab our tractor over here. Yeah, it's still filling up. There we go. Perfect timing. All right. So we are going to sell this trailer here. Should get a couple $1,000s for it, a few $1,000s for it. Kind of help make up some of the cost of the other one. Really just needed an affordable way to, yeah, just to fill our darn greenhouses. Let's see what we can get for this guy here. Okay, did I not... What? That's weird. All right. And $4,300. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, so that helps soften the cost of our new trailer a little bit. We'll get this hooked up, and we'll be taking this back to the farm, of course, here in a bit. I want to see if we can get this cotton harvested before the rain comes. I mean, it's only supposed to rain for a little bit today, but I'd like to get that done out of the way. All right, this is going to be so much better for moving water. Let's just park this. Can we get this out of the way somewhere over here? Because we're going to be coming through here with the harvester, I just realized. Let's park this out of the way over here. You got to take that big harvester and the semi-tractor through here as well. All right, and we're going to find a place to park this over by the field. The field, I think, we can actually, if we looked over across the river, I think we should be able to see it from here. Well, yeah, if not for the trees, but it's right up here on the left, on the other side of the river, I believe. So we're just going to have to find a place to park where we can load a bale up. Actually, I don't see a cotton field there. Well, it should be here. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's the next one down. All right. Now let's see if we can find a good place to park this. Well, this field is not very small, is it? It's kind of a biggish field. You know what? There is really no place to park this tractor, this trailer. Luckily, well, what we're going to do is, this is our property here. I mean, it's kind of our property. This is our grandfather's farm. Of course, we've been using it. But there's no traffic here, so we can park this here. Yeah, we're just going to park this here in our grandfather's driveway. We're only, we're the one who uses this entrance anyway. No other cars are going to be coming through. That's a good place to park it for now. Once we have this harvested, we can load the bales in the field. All right, now we got this bad boy to get down to the field. All right, so let's get down there and let's get to work harvesting this. I'm curious because how much does this pay? Decent amount. It's not a small field. It's a pretty decent sized field. 2.2 hectares. Pays pretty decently. Well, let's get down there. This is a pretty big machine to be moving on the road. We are here. We're going to get this guy unfolded and get to work. Now, I want to check out what this field layout is like here. Let's see. Alright. Not too bad. And we are harvesting cotton. And hopefully we can get this done before it starts raining. We'll see. If not, then we'll have to take a break from this. That's fine. Of course, there's things to do at our farm. I'm looking forward to, today we'll have the rest of all the vegetables we need to actually start production on our first canned product, but that's later. Again, if we get interrupted by rain, I don't know. But for now, we'll try to get as much of this cotton harvested as we can. All right, I believe we've got most of the headlands done, at least along the road. And it's pretty easy runs, just following the curve of the road. Now we've just got, it's actually not that bad. Cotton harvesting is, I don't think I've ever run a farm where we had a cotton field. Of course, I've done cotton field for other farmers before, as we're doing now in a contract. Never got into it on any farm that I worked on because, well, the harvester is so, it's high cost to entry. Really expensive harvester for something you can only use for one crop, and I never had a farm that specialized in it. Maybe in the future, but done it a few times, as we are now. And this, we're just trying to get, it being November, there's not going to be a whole lot more jobs that we can take this year. Certainly got to be the last harvesting job. Boy, it hasn't, actually, is it, I just noticed, hang on, let me turn this off. I think it started raining. I was hearing thunder just now. I thought it was supposed to rain at around noon, but let's shut this down. I'm hearing thunder. Yeah, no, I see raindrops. Yup. Yeah, it is raining. Maybe we should get this off the field. Let me check this. Let's get in the cab here and check this weather again. I was just harvesting and I started hearing thunder. Yeah, I guess I'll have to see this in editing, but didn't it say noon? Well, now it's, the forecast has been updated. Well, regardless, I'm sure that said noon, but hey, the forecast has been updated. It's raining now. Let's get this off the field. This is going to have to be finished later. Let's see if this will fit in our driveway. We're going to have to move this truck as well. Well, you know what? We can leave this on the field. Let's leave this here on the field because we've got the truck blocking our driveway. All right, so we're going to have to come back to this. I'm going to catch a ride back to the store, and as long as it's raining, let's get our new water trailer filled, and we can get some water in our greenhouses. Check progress there. All right, so we're going to get this filled here at this water tower, and well, we're just going to run 3 trips of water. Yeah, 3 trips of water to our property, one for each. This should pretty much fill our greenhouses, because I think they should all have about 3 to 4,000 liters of water in them. So this should top it all off, and we won't have to worry about water near as much as we did before when it was, just one little tiny trip at a time. And when I built that third greenhouse and I had to fill all 3 of them, yeah, that was it for the small trailer. Now, hopefully this tractor pulls this trailer okay. It's awfully heavy. I mean, it's not incredibly huge, but take it easier on the turns, because when that water sloshes, it's awfully heavy for this tractor. But we'll get this down here, and we'll get our greenhouses filled. We should have crops start coming out of our greenhouses any moment now. Should. This might be enough to actually top off this first. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. No, there's no pallets of vegetables out here yet. I expect there to be sometime today. Well, that first greenhouse took all the water. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, I mean, it's mostly full. You know, while we're here at the house, I'm going to throw my coat back on because we're getting soaked out here. All right, off to, yeah, we're going to get a couple more trailers of water. Get these filled up. And apparently this one is full. I thought they were all at about the same level, but this one appears to, yeah, this one's full. And actually, you know what? Yeah, I ran a few trips to this one, this being our latest greenhouse. So you know what? We're done running trips down to the water tower. We can go ahead and, yeah, just put, so we've got 2,000 liters in here. Yeah, this'll mostly top off that last one over there. Well, this has definitely been made a lot easier by having a bigger trailer. This emptied out into this one, and yeah, it's so much easier to top these off now. In fact, this is the first time they've ever been topped off. Doing it as we were previously with, I think, maybe 2,000 liters of water at a time. There's just too many trips to, yeah, get those things topped off. Yeah, it looks like here we almost have a pallet of chili peppers and garlic, which is, yeah, the only, there's some tomatoes in there, but we turned that off. So almost, and this greenhouse here, yeah, very soon. Good morning, everyone. We are here now at the end of November. It was just, it was still raining. The rain forecast was extended into the afternoon yesterday, and it was cold and it was wet. It was no time to be finishing that harvest. This is kind of the last, this is the last day that's going to be viable, so we're definitely going to finish up that contract. Also, tonight, it's supposed to snow. We're supposed to get our first snow here in Riverbend Springs tonight overnight here at the end of November. So, well, we have got, looking over here, we've got vegetables. We've got chili peppers. We've got garlic. What we need, though, is we need our onions and cabbage, which, yeah, here any minute, that will be up. Now, let's see. I believe that we have, yeah, we've got chili peppers and garlic in our cannery here ready to go. Yeah, we do. In fact, it's full. And we've got some overflow pallets in here. So what we're waiting on really is we're actually waiting on the onions and cabbage. And mainly it's the cabbage. How was our new greenhouse doing? Because what we really need is a lot of cabbage in proportion to everything else. All right. So, yeah, here in a little bit today, we'll be able to get that. We can get back on this harvest and try to get this harvest contract done, since that's, you know, it's not our field. It's not our equipment, and it's still parked out there. We need to get on that out here bright and early, ready to get to work on this. Oh, there we go. Let's get these, see where we left off here. All right, well, left off kind of down at the end of this field down here, and we've almost just about got a bale. Once we filled this pre-chamber, yeah, once we just fill the current pre-chamber with cotton, we'll have us a bale ready to go, well, ready to go in the trailer anyway. Yeah, I think it's going to shape it to be a pretty nice day. It's supposed to be warmer today than it was yesterday. But yeah, snow later tonight, so that means, well, next, well, we'll see. Yeah, that means winter is coming, and, well, who knows what kind of work we'll have over the winter and such like that. I don't know, but for today, I'm most excited to, well, getting this done, getting paid for this, that's going to be great and all, but what I'm really excited for is to actually get our kimchi in production. You know, since, you know, we got the cannery built and we decided that, hey, it was a product that we had a lot of the ingredients for. It sounds like something good to make for our farm, and that's going to be soon. That's what I'm really looking forward to. All right, and it looks like we're just about full once this chamber transfers inside the harvester here. Let's see. Let's get this full. This. All right, not quite. I thought that that was going to fill it up, but not quite yet. And that is a full bale. let's go ahead and get back here. It drops the bale off. Unload this here. We can grab the truck and get this loaded. Or, no, let's just keep going. We're going to keep going, and it looks like, yeah, we're only going to get 2 bales out of this. We'll have 2 bales to load, so that's only 1 trip with the trailer. And one thing is, well, back at our farm, you know, we're going to have kimchi being produced in our little cannery. That little cannery is not going to be enough. I don't think. I can't imagine it's going to have enough production to be able to keep up with our vegetable output. Well, maybe, actually, because we just have the small greenhouses. Well, it's because we put some, I was just thinking, you know, we put some tomatoes and some garlic in there, or sorry, chili peppers and garlic. When we built the cannery, we put those in there, and it only held so much, like basically half a pallet. Yeah, basically a half a pallet. And we've got, yeah, so we got 2, you know, half pallets in the shed there because they couldn't fit in the cannery. When later today, when we get our vegetables, so we can finish the first production line, our first production run of our canned kimchi, we're gonna have even more leftover vegetables. I wonder if that cannery that we have can keep up with the output of our greenhouses. I mean, we're gonna find out. We might have to. Well, we'll see. For right now, we can produce what we can produce. What we can't, if that does happen, we can run our extra output through, store some of it for later, or sell it directly. I'm just trying to think, you know, what we can do about that. But it's going to be nice to be actually producing some products with our farm, that's for sure. Like, you know, since the concept for this farm started, well, we are on year 3. It's nice to see it really coming to fruition. Of course, it says year 3, and that's true, but year 1 is only August, September, you know, August on. It's only less than half a year, right? Still, though, we've been here for a minute, and it's nice to see that we're going to be producing real, actual products for our store that we're going to be starting up. When I think that we came here with just $100,000 and literally no land. Yeah, just $100,000, no land. And it was actually out of that first $100,000 that we bought the pickup truck. So we actually came here with less than that. Had to take out a loan to buy the first field. Made decent progress in the couple years that we've been farming since. All right, one more pass after this, and we'll have this whole field, all 2.2 hectares. How wide does this thing work with? 6 meters. Yeah, I guess it does have a decently wide working width. But the field definitely took longer than I thought it would take. Well, especially when you consider that we've spread it out over like a 24-hour period because, wow, all that rain yesterday. But that was actually, it wasn't that unfortunate because I wanted to get back and do some work on our farm that allowed us the perfect excuse to take a break for a while and do other things. But here we're just about finished with this, and I think we might have to eject this bale early. I was wondering if this field was going to make 2 bales. I guess not quite. But when we get to the end of this row, we will unload whatever's in the baler, and we'll get it loaded up. I think we're going to want to. we're going to want to get a tractor out here to load these. Yeah, that's something that I look at it now. It seems obvious. I didn't consider it before, but yeah, we're going to want to do that. Let's take this down by the other bale. We'll get these unloaded down. I'll unload this down by the other bale, so that way they're in the same spot. And we'll get our loader down here, and we'll get our semi-trailer moved over here so we can get these loaded up. Now let's see, if I unload this bale early, will it... I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not super experienced with cotton harvesters. Will it transfer the pre-chamber into the main chamber? Or is it just going to unload what's in the main chamber? I guess, just what's here, apparently. Let's drop this here. There we go. We got that dropped off. And unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to discharge what's in the pre-chamber. I think that's all we're going to be able to get out of it, unless there's something I missed, but I don't think so. I messed around with it. Like I said, I'm not the most experienced with cotton harvesters, but yeah, as far as I can tell, this is all we could get out of it. So let's get the loader down here. All right, so our front loader, I'm sure it's parked here at this farm here, which is, I mean, we had to bring the tractor down here, but it should be handy that the loader is... Okay, yeah, here it is. Good. I was thinking, where is it? Yeah, this is handy because the cotton field is right next door. And we've got the silage fork on it. That'll be fine for picking up the bales, I think. Unless, do we have forks? Forks would probably be better. Well, let's see here. No, I think we've just got this silage fork and that bucket there, so this'll do. This'll pick it up. This'll pick them up, but we've got this semi-truck blocking the driveway. Let's get this out in the field. Hopefully, I can't see the road. Hopefully there's no traffic coming. We need to get this out on the other side of the field. All right. So we're just going to get this turned around. And we're going to get this pulled down there and get this loaded up. Now, of course, this trailer has a moving floor, but I just want the tractor just to lift the bales up. Technically, well, you don't need the tractor. I just put it down here. I think that these bales are going to go in here. I've only loaded the... see, there's two different cotton harvesters, right? There's the Case IH harvester, and I think it's the only one that I've used. Let's get this out here. I think these bales are going to go in here a long ways. I'm not sure. We'll get this out here and get this lowered. And let's go grab the tractor. All right, now, I want to be easy with this. This is likely going to be pretty heavy on the tractor. Let's see here. Let me get a better grip on this. Yep, it's too heavy for the tractor. Yeah, I kind of considered that. Well, not really. I considered that at literally the last second. All right, so that, well, that was well-intentioned, but yeah, it was, as I pulled up, I saw how big it was. All right. Let's not and say we did. Yeah, we're just going to do it with the truck. I wanted to do it with the, I wanted to do it more properly, but the trailer does have a moving floor, and so we're going to put that to use to pull the bale up into the trailer. I guess we'll just go ahead and just lower it down and let's back up to the bale. There we go. And, well, okay, yeah. All right, little, not how I wanted to do it, but we got it loaded up. And now for the other one, I guess it's good. I kind of parked them reasonably in the same area at the same orientation. Makes it a little easier for this part here. Let's get this backed up and get that guy pulled up in here. Yeah, I wanted to do it with the, well, I wanted to load it more properly, but, oh, there we go. All right. Now, these are going, yeah, hey, that's done. These are going to the spinnery, which I've actually never been to the spinnery. Do I know where that's at? Yeah, I know where that's at. It's on the far east side of the area. I'm trying to get a bearing for where we're at. But we're going to be going through town, and we're going to be headed all the way west, which is right here. So I'm going to head west, and I'll catch up with you guys at the spinnery. We'll get this contract completed. And, oh yeah, we got our vegetables to check on. We're going to have vegetables to move into our cannery, of course. All right, we're going to want to turn left here. And then I think it's going to be right. I think it's that red building right there, actually. I think it's right on the other side of a creek. And, yeah, I've never delivered here. I've been past the place, but we've never delivered here. So let's see, where do we want to pull the truck up to? Well, we'll feel it out. All right, we are at Spinnery, if I can get a good view of it here, and we're going to want to pull... Well, let's pull up in front here. I think we're in the right spot. Let's see if I can get some more room here by these cars. That's as much room as I get. I think right here is where we're going to want to unload. Now, I'm hoping that these bales won't push the none of these bales won't push the truck forward. Well, I hope not, because we've got a car parked in front of us. All right, so right here is where they should unload. Yes, I believe so. Okay, there we go. And we got a whole extra $250 to ourselves. Yeah, we could have had more if I was able to unload the pre-chamber of that harvester, but there was just no way to do that. So, all right, so let's go ahead and oh, you know what? This truck's a rental. We better get out of this truck before we turn this contract in. And hopefully one of these people here will give us a ride back home, because this is going to return the truck. But there we go. There's $6,000 for that contract. And it seems we're just kind of treading water with our money. Every time we get some more money, I have to spend it on something else. Like we saw earlier today, we bought that water trailer. Last month, it was $10,000 in maintenance for our new Deutz Fahr. It's a beautiful tractor, but yeah, using it, yeah, that was $10,000 I had to pay in maintenance. So, you know, it's like every time we do a contract or two, well, we're slowly getting there. Let's get back to the farm. All right, let's get the skid steer out to the greenhouses, because I think we're going to have some pallets to move. If I can see to get out of here. It's a little tight in there. All right, so down here, of course, we've got tomatoes and garlic, but there's no room in our cannery. However, look at this. We have onions and cabbage ready to go. I think our cannery will check, of course. I think our cannery is already set to produce the kimchi. Let's get this down here. And, well, if the... did I say tomatoes? I meant chili peppers, of course. If the chili peppers... I forget what I was going to say, really. But if what we had loaded previously is any guide, we're going to have... This won't all fit, I guess is what I was going to say. We'll see. No, it actually took that entire pallet. Oh, you know what? That was cabbage. It might hold more cabbage because more cabbage is required. I mean, kimchi is not the only product that cannery produces. Hey, for whatever reason, it took the whole pallet. That's one less thing we're going to have to store extra. It's also really good because it is handy for us that our recipe does call for 10 times as much of that as anything else. It's handy that it stores so much of that. Well, let's get the onions down there. Make sure that we're set on the right product, and we can get that started, although it's going to take some time to create, of course. It's going to take some time for the cannery to run, but I'm excited that we are going to get it running. I need to find a different place to put that discaro. But, yeah, so it only holds so much of the onions. Let's have a look here in our production. And let's preserve fruit factory. And kimchi storing. There we go. and it's hard to tell that it's active. You have to look at the bottom of the screen there. It says deactivate. You may have noticed when I pushed it, the kimchi icon lit up ever so slightly, but it's really hard to see. Remember in FS22, it had a little dot, it had a little circle in the thing that lit up to let you know it was running. I wish they did something like that, because that icon, you can't even really tell. But hey, we know it's running because it says down at the bottom of the screen there. And where can we see the progress on this? Yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. I mean, probably like next month, you know, like realistically, it's obviously going to be next episode at least. It'll probably be next month before we have any of that. Now, the kimchi's going to sell. We'll be able to get a much higher price per, you know, it's going to be much more, you know, the price will be much more than the sum of its parts for sure. Pretty sure that we've looked at it and determined that it's going to be a lot more profitable in every way than selling these vegetables separately. Now, of course, before that completes, let's actually check the other. Let's check the other greenhouse. Yeah, I forgot, because we need so much more cabbage than everything else. We're going to want to check the other greenhouse, and also let's see how much cabbage does it hold. It holds more cabbage than everything else. Clearly, how much more does it hold? 10 times as much. Oh, how convenient is that? It holds literally 10 times as much cabbage as everything else. All right. I mean, that makes sense for our particular product that we're making. And, oh yes, look, we've got one more. This is going to be harder to pick up because I have a slope here, but that's just how it is. I thought it was the best place to put the greenhouse, but it's going to be a little harder to pick up. We're going to have to adjust the forks coming up this hill. So we got one more pallet of cabbage. As this other greenhouse produces cabbage, we're going to have to... Yeah, that is tricky. You have to adjust the forks as you drive up the hill. You have to move them down and tilt them back as you go forward. Well, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. And as cabbage comes out, we're going to be running it over here because we need so much of it in proportion to everything else. But then again, if you know what kimchi is, it's a Korean, it's like fermented cabbage thing. And so it is primarily cabbage. I've never had it myself, but I'm aware of what it is. Let's get this. Well, I probably have it at a restaurant at some point and don't remember. But let's go ahead and get that loaded in there. All right, so that's working. And, well, guys, thanks so much for following along today. The cotton contract was actually all right because we got to interrupt it and we're able to do some other stuff in between and really did get everything done that we wanted to get done. I mean, we got the new water trailer. We got our greenhouses filled with water. We got our canned products started and running now and everything. Cotton contract, though it did take longer than I thought it would, is finished and made us some money. Guys, it's been real fun. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow along with the channel, because we not only do farming series here, I also try to cover new maps, mods, and other aspects of Farming Simulator 25 or whatever else happens. Guys, until next time, have a good one.